Hey YouTube, this is Andrew Ebert, aka The Trucifer, coming at you with a self-defense video. I'll be covering improvised weapons in this video. Pretty much an improvised weapon is anything in your environment that is not meant to be used as a weapon, but can be used as such. Now, when I say improvised weapon, I mean it can be pretty much anything in your environment. If it can be used to kill, seriously injure, just plain degrade the fighting ability in some way, limit the enemy's mobility, their ability to see, if it can irritate them, distract them, whatever, it'll work. And even if it distracts them, it gives you enough time to get away. You know, you gotta remember, the best way to win a fight is to live to fight another day. So, what I got in my hand right here, this is a simple back scratcher. A lot of people will have them. I got one. I love it. You know, I can scratch my back with it. You know, I love this thing. Well, you notice how I got it. You know, you kind of use it kind of like as a sword. You know, you can, whack at someone with it. If you use the hard edge along the side, you can actually break someone's bones with this. So it'll work. Trust me. You can fuck a person up pretty bad with this. And you know what? They're not considered weapons. Hell, you can carry one in school if you want, you know, just as long as you actually use it as a back scratcher too, you know. Assuming, you know, that you are in school. You know. And then, yes, there are some of my viewers out there who are still in school, you know. So, I got a few friends who are still in high school, you know, because they're like, you know, brothers or sisters or friends of mine, or even people I've met on YouTube or through Facebook. Okay. Simple paperback book, or even a hardback book, that works just fine. You might be thinking, okay, how is this a weapon? Well, you can throw it at someone. That'll distract them. They'll make them flinch, you know, for a minute. You can take the spine of the book, holding it from the end that has the paper, actually. You can hit someone pretty hard with it. You know, you hit them in the nose, you'll end up breaking their nose. Hit them in the throat, you can actually kill them. You know, if it's a big enough book, you can use it as a shield, you know, or you can hit someone over the head with it. It's not going to hurt them too bad if you hit them over the head with it, unless it's a really thick book, but you get the idea, you know. If you don't have pepper spray or mace, but I know a lot of you ladies carry body spray. I know some of you men carry Axe with you. Those are wonderful. This is just my cologne, you know. Spray this in the eyes of an attacker. It hurts like hell. How it does that is it actually dries out the mucus that surrounds the eyes. It's really irritating. It's not going to necessarily blind them. Well, some of your ladies' body sprays might, but it's going to hurt. You know, enough that they might think twice. You know, unless they're really determined assailants. Let's see here. Okay, good example. This is a open can of Pepsi. Oh, well, not Pepsi, Mountain Dew. You know, you can throw the contents at someone's face. You can throw an empty or even full bottle at someone. Actually, a full can will actually hurt someone, assuming that, you know, it's still sealed. You can also bring down, let's grab an empty, you can bring down the edge right here onto someone's head. And if you got a 20-ounce bottle, you know, you can grab it by the neck if it's full, you know, and just start beating someone with it till the bottle breaks. You can also have glass bottles, but most glass bottles these days shatter upon impact, but it'll still hurt pretty bad. Something everyone should carry, probably. A key of some sort. This is the old key to my old bike lock. Okay? That bike lock has some removed. You hold the key in a position like this, okay? With the teeth facing down, you know, away from your face. If you're holding it like that. Okay? Now you can punch with it. You know, and it'll hurt like hell. Or you can slash. If you slash with it, you're going to tear skin on someone, and it's going to hurt. It's not going to hurt them too badly unless you go for, like, let's say the carotid artery, but it's going to be enough to hurt them in a way that they'll probably back off. You know, if you're dealing with, you know, punks, it works fine. Something every high schooler is allowed to carry, and everyone else in the general universe, is a pen. Simple ballpoint pen. Now you're thinking, Andrew, how can I hurt someone with this? You know, if I use this, someone would laugh at me. You know? I actually was laughed at in high school when we had a potential school shooter. Back when I was a senior in high school. I was sitting in government class, and we had the call to lock down the school. Turns out, there was a student with a gun in the school. They didn't know if he was shooting the place up or what. Well, I just said, hey, I said to the class, I'm like, hey, so they kick in the door, use your ballpoint pens that you've got to stab them. Well, they're all like, oh, a ballpoint pen, that's not going to hurt anyone. Yes, it will. Very much. You can hold it like this, kind of like you would a plunger on a syringe. And, you can stab like that. You can hold it more of a fencing grip, like that, and stab forward. Good places to aim, pretty much anywhere that can kill a person. You can stab in the hollow of the throat, even, right here. You can stab them in the eye. You can, do whatever, It's not, don't expect it to act the same as a knife, because these are kind of fragile compared to actual metal. But, it'll work. Also, even if it's closed, you can still use it to attack pressure points, like the hollow of the throat right here, which I would only recommend you do if, it's a potentially lethal situation, because you can kill a person fairly easy by doing that. But it's still going to hurt like hell. You can also attack the stomach with it, too. It's not going to penetrate, but it's going to hurt. Because it's a lot more, you're putting all the energy that you would into a punch into a more focused area. More pressure per square inch. That's actually what causes things to penetrate, is pressure per square inch. Okay. Flashlight. Everyone's allowed to carry a flashlight. This just so happens to have some sharp edges on there, Usually that's not a problem because it's not seen as a weapon by a lot of school districts or by a lot of businesses. You can use it as a hammer in action. Works just fine. You can also blind them temporarily. What the hell? There we go. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bright right there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, battery must have been a little loose. Okay. Now let's take a tour of the house and see what else we can use. Da 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 da. A bicycle. Well, my bike can, or your bike or whatever, can be used as a if I'm there and you need help, I'll protect you. But if assuming I can't be there, like Superman, you can use your bike as a shield to get distance between an attacker if you're on foot. If you're not, you can pedal your way out of there. Let's take this off. This is my bike lock and security cable. You could beat the hell out of someone with it, I mean, that lock hits you, it's going to hurt. You can also choke someone with the cable, too, if you need to. Albeit, a lot of courts will not see that as self-defense, but, whatever. Clementines, you can chuck these at people. I mean, they're not going to hurt them, but, it's enough to make them flinch in most cases. Okay, let's say you're in a kitchen. Let's say you work in, a kitchen of a restaurant and there's a shooter. Boiling water. I know this isn't boiling, but, you get the point, Throw boiling water on someone. You can also then hit them with the pan. Glasses. If you're in a restaurant, you can always pick up a hard glass. This is, one I got from Dave & Buster's, actually. You can chuck this thing at someone's head. It's going to hurt. It might even kill them. Who knows? Steak knife. Of course, you can do a lot of damage with that. Got plates, you got all that stuff. You can use all those as weapons. Now, you're probably asking me, Andrew, how can I use a loaf of bread as a weapon? Easy. Just chuck it at them. Like I said, even if it distracts them, it does the job. Hell, even the contents of the fridge, okay? Yes. Let's see here. I have a jar of pickles. You can hurt someone with a jar of pickles by throwing it at them. It's heavy, isn't it? It does the job. Bottles of woodchuck. Hell, a thing of bratwurst even. Chuck that at them. It does the job. You can throw yogurt at them. That works really well if they're lactose intolerant. Just messing with you. Anything in here that you see that's hard, you can even throw the gallon of milk at them. In fact, actually, there was a woman a little while ago who got attacked in a Kroger's here fairly recently, and she chucked she chucked a gallon of milk at her assailant and caused him to back off. Take a look at what's in the pantry, Got a lot of stuff in here, got some Raisin Bran and all that stuff. All this stuff can be used as weapons. It can distract them. You know, it can hurt them in some cases. Like, you know, you take the olive oil bottle and bash that over someone's head. It's going to hurt. You know? Let's take a look in the laundry room, what we got in there. You know? You got soap powder, you know, throw that in someone's face. That's going to distract them. Bleach, that can actually blind them. You know, you got a, let's see here, you got a towel right here. Andrew, how can you use this as a weapon? Well, you can choke someone with it. You can use it as a whip, you know. Now, I know, don't expect to go all Indiana Jones on them and, you know, keep them back that way. It's not going to work. But, you know, also, let's say you got a janitor in your, you know, place. Let's say you are a janitor, or you've got a janitor wherever you work. They usually have a janitor's closet. These places are great for weapons. This is part of a mop. You know, you can use this hard end here to beat the crap out of someone. You can use it as a, like, kind of like a bow staff. You know, I have a weird grip on here because of how this thing's made. But you can beat them like that. You can poke them. You can use this other end as a war hammer. Basically, however, you know, gets the job done. Let's see here. Go through the dark hallway into the bathroom. Okay, this is the bathroom, okay? In here you can use all kinds of stuff as weapons. If you see there's, you know, heavy crystal, you know, where the Q-tips are stored, you can chuck this at someone. Even in a bathroom you've got weapons. There's this little thing of body spray, and this is, actually I think this is my mom's. Spray that in someone's face, you know. A lot of you ladies keep a hairbrush in your purse. You know, you can beat an assailant with that pretty effectively. It's not going to kill them. You know, well, you could kill someone with a hairbrush, but it takes a lot of effort. Even a thing of toothpaste, you can throw this at someone. As prisoners will tell you firsthand, a toothbrush can be made into a shiv, but you can also use it to attack pressure points. They're also really good if you just came out of the shower because they're rubbery and gives you better grip. Alright, let's see here. Okay, razors. You can slice someone with it. You know, I know it's got a little bit of hair on there, I know. But, you know, you can also use that end to poke. Let's see here. Everything else is just medication in there. Hell, even a roll of toilet paper. You chuck a roll of toilet paper at someone. You know, you can pick up a hairdryer and from the cord end, and, you know, you can swing it around like a fucking lock and chain. If it does the job, it does the job. Heck, even a painting right here. You know, this is an Ansel Adams painting or photograph or whatever. You could pick it up and hit someone over the head with it. You know, go Three Stooges on their ass. In here, you got towels, shaving cream, variety of things, you know, all of which make decent field expedient weapons. You know, so folks, that is my little series on improvised weapons. I mean, I could go in more detail, but basically, what you can use as a weapon is only limited by your imagination, you know, and how you can use it. I mean, you can use pretty much anything in your environment as a weapon in some way, even balled up fucking tissues. Hell, if you're in a real bad situation, like let's say you're kind of drunk, you know, or you're bulimic or whatever, you can puke on an assailant, you know. That'll make them flinch real quick. In fact, that might even make them back off, you know. I mean, I've seen it actually happen when I've done some bouncing work at the one of the local strip clubs. Yeah, I've seen people barf on a guy in a fight before. Trust me, it works. I've never done it, but I've seen people do it. So, you know, whatever. Your mileage may vary on that. But, you know, you should never be caught without a weapon. So always have something at least on you that you can use as a weapon. You know, even you go through metal detectors, go to a courthouse or anything, they're not going to take away your ballpoint pen. They're not going to take away your little miniature flashlight that's particularly bright. They're not going to take away your body spray if you're a woman. You always have some kind of weapon available to you. But the only thing I can really think of that you can get through TSA that you can use as a weapon would be a ballpoint pen. You know? So you're never unarmed. You know, you always got something. My next video is going to be on simple and effective hand-to-hand techniques for self-defense. This is Andrew Ebert, aka the Drucifer, signing out. Stay safe and stay free, America. Bye.